Llorente, aim forwards. Now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lookman. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. And it's your... Oh, shooting chance! Lewandowski. Yamal. Oh, sweet feet. Llorente. Up towards the front line. That has been cut short. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Fermin. Searching pass he's played there. Fermin is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Balde. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. Pedri. Fermin. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal! Griezmann. Barrios. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Griezmann is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lookman does really well to win the ball there. Nice touch. And here's Griezmann. Alvarez! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
It's Lopez. Now it's Lewandowski. Koke did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Barrios. Oh, there's a probing ball. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Yamal, now he's got space here. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha. Balde. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha gets flagged offside. Alvarez. Fermin. Yamal. Koundé. De Jong. Rafinha. Good chance here!
Rafinha really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Koundé. Fermin. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Over to the left. Rafinha. Now he's off and running. Lookman. Llorente. Great run on the overlap here. Llorente with the cross. Rafinha. Pedri. Fermin. Kubasi. De Jong. Yamal. De Jong. Fermin. De Jong. Rafinha. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Llorente. That's really well manoeuvred. Alvarez. And it's Llorente. Pedri does well to get it back. Now who's going to be first to this? Ball's gone out of play. Lookman, muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedri, Eric Garcia, Al Kubasi, gently done. Griezmann did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. And here's Griezmann. Griezmann, oh, it's played into the area. De Jong. Rafinha. Balde. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia shifted upfield. Llorente. Baina succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The normal. Baina. Llorente. Yamal, Pedri, Baina, Alvarez, and it's Baina. Very nicely done. Baina. Lookman. Llorente. Can he finish?
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Kubasi. Fermin. Not the most accurate pass. Lookman. Baina in acres of space out wide. Kunde clears it away. Strong running down that left flank. That's pretty clear, it is a foul.
to raid it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's hoisted clear.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Jimenez. Llorente. Lookman. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Koundé. Yamal. Fermin. Koundé. Kubasi. De Jong. Fermin. Koundé. Fermin. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia played out towards the right wing. Lenormand. Llorente. Baina. Barrios. Baina. Moved on forwards. Griezmann chasing after it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha, delivered with swing. Proves too strong. Well, they could break here. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. De Jong. Koundé chooses to go cross-field. And it's Lopez. Now it's Yamal. And he's away. It's a threatening ball. Looking forwards and with intent. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Koundé cuts it out. Yamal. And he welcomes it in. Lewandowski. He whips it across. And it's played forward. Llorente. That's really well manoeuvred. Lookman. Llorente. Lookman. Alvarez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that has been cleared. Clipped into space. Eric Garcia gets it clear. And it's Baina. Griezmann. And they've got a throw. Fermin. Pedri. De Jong. Koundé shifted upfield. Well, that's well done, really robust. There's no getting past him, it's really well defended. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia played out to the left flank. Balde. Rafinha. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Moved on forwards. Chance here to counter. And it's Baina. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Pedri. Eric Garcia. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. Yamal. Lopez. Now it's Yamal. Okay. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Griezmann. What time, excellent interception.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it. But
goes for goal! Missed by a fraction. Jimenez aim forwards. Barrios. And here's Griezmann. Foot in. Yamal was only too happy to help out in defence.
well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
De Jong. Oh, that's a very decent ball. That shapes to shoot. They've played it short, showing good feet. Cleared away. Valde. And here's Rafinha. He's found the way through. Up he goes! He scores! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's managed to get free. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's there to clear it. Ball is over the line. Llorente, played into the middle. Cleared away. They've got a corner here. And he's there to get it away. Barrios. And it's Baina. And here's Alvarez. And it's been played through. Griezmann chooses to go back. Pablo Barrios. Yamal proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Llorente. Lookman! Now here's the delivery. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Eric Garcia attempts a clearance. Koke. Lookman. Liner. And it's hoisted clear. It's a throw. It's a throw in. Yamal. De Jong. Pedri. Eric Garcia, gently done. And it's Lopez. Yamal. Pedri. Koundé. Pedri. And here's Yamal. And he's well positioned here. He's in! Lewandowski! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Lookman. And here's Llorente, hoisted in. Eric Garcia getting this one clear. Nice physical challenge. De Jong defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Barcelona just doing what they're good at, possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch, yeah. It's all about passing in little intricate triangles, trying to force a few of their opponents out of position and then exploit the space.
Pedri. Balde. That's an imaginative pass. It's run loose here. Can he stop it going out? Hit into the middle. Lenormand can get it clear. Pedri spread out to the left. Decent chance! Oh, it was a decent attempt in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Normal. Barrios. Baina. Barrios. Moved on forwards. Griezmann. Now it's Griezmann. Femi. De Jong. Rafinha. Balde. Pedri. And here's Yamal.
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Balde. Pedri. It's a cute ball. Llorente is there, and he can get that clear. Pedri, and oh, what a climb! Oh, not the best of headers. Baina. And that's been won straight back. And here's Alvarez. And that could set him on his way. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Oh, it's in he goes again. Rafinha. And play for a throw. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And it's Baina. Pablo Barrios. Great defending, strong and determined. Rafinha. Rafinha forwards and with intent. Muscular approach does pay off here. Baina. Lookman. Llorente. Baina. Llorente. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez has been caught there, it's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He's having a go. And it's Baina. Baina. And here's Llorente. And it's hoisted clear. It will be a throw-in. Baina. He's in a great position. Alvarez. He can get that clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. Now it's Rafinha. Cross from Rafinha. Lopez. That'll be a corner. Llorente gets it away. And it's Koundé. No way through, so back it comes. Now it's Yamal. And here's Pedri, shoots!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Griezmann. Now it's Alvarez. Baina played through into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's dealt with that well. And he's heaved it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Llorente. Lovely bit of skill. He's in a good position here. Pablo Barrios! That is a more than decent save from the goalkeeper. A searching ball out wide. De Jong. Lewandowski. Balde. Eric Garcia. And it's played forward. It's an exciting looking ball, that. Lookman. Played out to the right. Llorente. Baina. Now it's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Succumbs to the pressure. Rafinha. Yamal! Llorente clears it away. Yamal. And the shot's on here. Baina gets a foot in here. Can he spark a counter here? Koke. The normal. And here's Griezmann. Over to the left. Serves up across. He's overhit it, and it's out of play. Kubasi. Femi. Kubasi. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Balde. And here's Rafinha. And here's Rafinha. And it's Pedri. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha puts a cross in. And that has been cleared. Aim forwards. Alvarez looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he has been fouled there. Has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Llorente, gently done. His interception, his positioning was spot on. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. Lopez, and it's De Jong. Lovely. It's Lewandowski! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Barcelona. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, it's come loose. That's tidy. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Fermin played out to the left flank. Balde. Baina. Barrios. And it's Koke. Out to the right. Lookman. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that will make him feel much better at the moment.
Barrios. Driven forward. Koundé. Balde. That's really well manoeuvred. Baina. Lenormand forwards and with intent. He's in plenty of space here. Griezmann. That looks oh, they could be caught out here. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Pedri. Balde. Eric Garcia. And it goes cross-field. Lenormand. Koke. Moved on forwards. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ooh, can he get onto this? Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Lopez. Rafinha. That's a good ball. Yamal! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Griezmann. Over to the left. Gets into some space. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal. Goes for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Le normal. Barrios. Le normal. Baina. And it's played forward. Koundé. And that's a throw. Pablo Barrios wins the duel this time. Koke shifted upfield, and it's Barrios. Griezmann. Barrios. Oh, red, nice interception. Koke. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Played through for the wide man. Yamal. Oh, that's a nice ball. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Calmly anticipates. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's De Jong. And here's Pedri. Pedri laid out to the left flank. And here's Rafinha. And he's cut it out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lookman. He's shifting through the gears here. Lookman. He is through here. Looking for a decent ball in. Looking to go deep. Al-Kubasi gets rid without sophistication. Jimenez gets across to intercept that. And it's Barrios. Pablo Barrios. And here's Barrios. Alvarez. Alvarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Alvarez is offering a wry smile there.
Baina is short. Nice control. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Llorente. Baina. That's Llorente. Now then, the ball's come loose. De Jong gets good distance on it. Alvarez. Lookman. Llorente. That's good play. Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. Lewandowski. Oh, a delicate chip through. Jimenez clears it away. Plenty waiting in the middle. And here's Lopez. Rafinha. Lewandowski. There's the shot! And it's played forward. So what can they make of this? Barrios. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. It's a mighty looking ball, that. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Llorente looking to hit the byline here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Tries to get it clear. Moved on forwards. Cooking. Baina forwards and with intent. That's very neat. Receives it in a big chance! Tries a measured ball. Now it's Rafinha. Llorente. Lookman. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. Koundé. Yamal. And here's Lopez. Koke. Pablo Barrios, aim forwards. Vermeer. De Jong. And it's Pedri. Gets it away. Valde. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Al-Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Pedri. De Jong. Oh, good spread. And that's a goal kick. Llorente. Normal. Has a look and plays it forward. Alvarez. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Koundé. De Jong. Pedri. Al-Kubasi, gently done. The normal. Koundé cuts out the pass. Alvarez! Oh, bang on target. Rafinha. Pedri plays it short. Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Lewandowski certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Baina. Barrios. Koke. Barrios. Oh, this looks sharp. Kubasi makes the interception. That's really well manoeuvred. The normal. Aim forwards. And it's been played through. Danger averted for now. And it's Koke. And here's Barrios. Cross to the back post. Defending of the desperate variety. Balde. Eric Garcia. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Referee's given a throw. Baina. The normal. Griezmann. Proves too strong. Pablo Barrios. Baina. Llorente. Lookman. Baina. That is lovely. Barrios. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Yamal looks to the other side. And it's Pedri. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Lookman absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Alvarez, now he's off and running. Kubasi. Balde. Rafinha. Balde, playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's Alvarez, and they can counter here. Lookman. Llorente. And here's Baina. It's really well cleared, and claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Llorente. And they've got rid. And it's Koke. And here's Llorente. Cleared without complication. Here's Griezmann, and here's Alvarez. Baina. And it's hoisted clear. Pedri. Koundé. Yamal. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Fermin. Oh, that's neat. Koke does really well to win the ball back. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely intercepted. Koundé. Fera. De Jong. Yamal. Played towards the other side. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Pedri. And here's Pedri. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. The normal. Vaina. Barrios. Le normal. Shifted upfield. Now it's Griezmann. He is just caressing the ball. Here's Alvarez. Yamal. And now the breakaway. Fera. Looking here to chip it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the finish!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now that's well seen too. De Jong. Balde. De Jong. Al Kubasi gently down. Thinks one through. And that was very necessary. That's the throw. Yamal. Yamal. And here's Rafinha. Pedri! That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Vaina. Barrios. Le normal. Early ball out from the back. Eric Garcia. Moved on forwards. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. The normal. Llorente. Griezmann. Great defending, strong and determined. Played out to the right. Lopez. Yamal in acres of space out. And the shot! That's extravagant by any standard.
Lewandowski clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Vaina. Alvarez. Barrios. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. Baina. The normal. And it's Griezmann. Moved on forwards. And he welcomes it in. Oh, what a pass! Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Yamal chasing after it. Lopez. Rafinha, chance, surely! Llorente given the lift of his goal. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He has found the way through. Well timed, excellent interception. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. And here's Rafinha. Aimed in towards the centre. Tries to get it clear. Fermin. Wins the duel this time. Shot a goal! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Baina. Koke. Oh, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Koke. Baina. Lookman. That's a nicely weighted pass. Brilliantly cut out. De Jong. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Fermin! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Fermin really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Llorente. Koke. Lenormand gently done. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Fermin. Yamal. Fermin. And here's Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! That's caused a worry or two.
He looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he did it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Barrios. Jimenez shifted upfield. Barrios. De Jong. Eric Garcia, aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the counter is on. Barrios. Finer. He's having a shot! Yamal gently done. Now that's well seen too. Lookman. He can run onto that. He's got away.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Fera calmly anticipates. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Barrios. Balde shifted upfield. Now it's Yamal. Oh, easy pickings there. Lookman. Llorente forwards and with intent. The pass has gone astray. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. De Jong. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Played over towards the opposite flank. Could move up a gear here. Pablo Barrios. Moved on forwards. Oh, such a clever touch. Hit into the middle. Carries far too far and out of play. De Jong. Kubasi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Llorente cuts it out. Rafinha. And it's Lopez. De Jong. And here's Lopez. Looking to break at pace. Barrios. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's the chance to counter. Yamal. And that pass just didn't quite work. Llorente. Fera. Quality ball. Koundé, and it's played forward. Fera. Pedri spread out to the left. Balde. That's a good run down the left. Lovely feet. A chance to play it in. Cross from Rafinha. Chance! Attempts, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Koke. Lenormand forwards and with intent. Lookman is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
Lenormand. Griezmann. And it's Barrios. Now it's Lopez. In with the challenge. Koke. Jimenez. Lookman. Llorente. Lookman. Llorente looking to get on the end of this. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Koke. Al-Kubasi with the clearance. It's Barrios. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's in a great position here. Real chance! And he knows it. De Jong attempts a clearance. Griezmann takes a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That'll be a throw. What about this cross? Lewandowski. Fermin chips it through. Lenormand. Moved on forwards. Griezmann. Now it's Griezmann. That's a foul and the whistle's gone. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Garcia with the clearance. Lookman. That's going to go a long way. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
And it's hoisted clear. It's gone for a throw-in. Time to deliver. Femi. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha. And here's Rafinha. Balde. Oh, great header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Petri. Lopez. And the shot! Griezmann. Okay. It's a pretty looking ball, that. Yamal. Koundé. Pablo Barrios does really well to win the ball there. Koke. Lookman. Oh, Lookman! Taken with style. They have done it. They have their equalizer. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Oh, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to have Fox him by going the other. Very nice.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Succumbs to the pressure. Fera. The normal. Barrios. Griezmann. That's too far for anyone. Pedri. Femi. Kubasi. Koundé. Yamal. Koundé. Femi. Koundé. Barrios. Alvarez. And it's Barrios. Koke. Fera. Llorente. So much time and space here. Llorente opts to play it back. Lookman! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Alvarez. Here's a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Fera with the short one. That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. And here's Biner. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
De Jong, over to the left. Llorente. Eric Garcia. Barrios. Played into space out wide. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Eric Garcia is there, and he can get that clear. Played in by Lookman. Rafinha gets rid without sophistication. Yamal. Lewandowski. Fermin tries to dink it through, and he's picked out the run. Rafinha laid out to the left flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's very neat. That's a cute ball. That has been knocked clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Coquet. Proves too strong. Now here's the delivery. And it's Barrios. Pablo Barrios. Oh, good spread. Kubasi. Fermin. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Kubasi. Lenormand shifted upfield. Clearly not happy with that. Koundé. Yamal. Yamal. Here's Yamal. Yamal. Deftly away. Lenormand can get it clear. It's Koundé. De Jong. Hurrying through. Yamal! Llorente has gone direct here. Alvarez. Lobbed in behind. It's the keeper's ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. He's gone for goal! It's any... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lopez. And the keeper has it. Llorente, aim forwards. It's really well manoeuvred. Lookman. And he's managed to get free. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Barrios. Fera. Lenormand. Barrios. Lenormand, gently done. De Jong. Fermin. De Jong. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Played it short. Can he deliver? It'll be a throw-in. Rafinha. Fermin, and that's aimed into the middle. Fermin has overhit that horribly. Barrios. That has been cut short. Koundé cuts out the pass. De Jong. And it's Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, nice touch. Valde puts a cross in. And he's there to get it away. Pedri. Lewandowski. Lewandowski! And again the keeper stands strong. Now it's Rafinha. Cleared away. Back into the middle. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Eric Garcia, and he goes cross-field. And here's Yamal. Koundé. Some good work on the right flank here. Cross in, looks like a good one. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker.
Not climbs up big! It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Baina. Lookman. Llorente. Lookman. Nicely intercepted. De Jong. And it's Balde. Rafinha. Baina did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Llorente. Jimenez. Baina. Balde. Rafinha. Baina wins the duel this time. Llorente. Jimenez aim forwards. Rafinha. Pedri. Balde. Balde gently done. And it's played forward. Baina. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Baina. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. De Jong. Llorente gets over and intercepts. Lookman. Llorente. Baina. Great work on the overlap. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Femi. Koke does really well to win the ball there. Lookman. Pablo Barrios! Gets into some space. The cross comes in.
had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Koundé can get it clear. Barrios. It's very disappointing, it has to be said. Pedri. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Balde. Eric Garcia. Pedri, Rafinha, Balde, De Jong, Pedri, played out to the left flank. Oh, what a climb! Gets good distance on it. It's Barrios. Griezmann. Barrios. And here's Alvarez. Rafinha. Fermin. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, red. Nice interception. Yamal. That's the keeper's ball. The normal. Griezmann. Strong running down that left flank. Griezmann providing an outlet on that flank. Not one of his best. De Jong. Yamal. Played towards the other side. Rafinha. The normal. Barrios. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Kubasi. De Jong. Good looking ball. Koke. Barrios. Fermin. Some good work on the right flank here, and he's managed to get free. Lovely feet. Can he deliver? Now it's Yamal. And here's Pedri. And here's Levin. Shoots! Defending of the desperate variety. Koke. Ball's played through. Looking to break at pace. He has found a way through. Bino's cross. De Jong shifted upfield. Fermin. Showing good feet. And it's De Jong. Now it's Alvarez. De Jong. Jimenez. No, again there's no way through. Pablo Barrios. Griezmann in acres of space out wide. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. De Jong. Balde. And it's Petri. And here's Lewandowski. Picks it up out wide. That's very neat. Time to deliver. Balde spread out to the left. Balde opts to play it back. Petri. Alvarez. Lookman. He's found a way through. That's good play. Llorente. Cross in, looks like a good one. That's overhit. Fermi. Eric Garcia. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. De Jong. And it's Lopez. And here's Lewandowski. Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Llorente getting this one clear. Now it's Alvarez. Koke. Lookman. Koke. Bina. Lookman. And here's Alvarez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Petri. And it's Balde. And here's Rafinha. It's a good run down the left-hand side. De Jong. Very nicely done. And here's Rafinha. De Jong. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Petri. Rafinha. He's cut it out. Barrios. Eric Garcia cuts out the pass. Petri. Kunde. Yamal. Kubasi. Ooh, can he get onto this? Pablo Barrios producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Griezmann. Nicely shaped cross. Pedri. Oh, it's Lewandowski. De Jong. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Good strike, quite an alarm. Alvarez. Lookman. Bina. Cleared away. They're flowing. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Griezmann. Oh, there's a probing ball. Eric Garcia makes the interception. Kubasi. Pedri moved on forwards. What a throw-in. Baina, and it's Barrios. Llorente, Pablo Barrios. Hit into the middle. And back out it comes. The normal. Ball swung in. Koundé clears it away. So who's he picking out? Turns and goes back. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Balde with the clearance. Llorente. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Llorente. Lookman. Baina. And here's Alvarez. And that's a good ball. Alvarez! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
De Jong. Koundé. Vermi. De Jong. It's an inviting looking ball that. Calmly anticipates. The normal. Baina. Barrios. Le Normand aim forwards. Pablo Barrios, gently done. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Alde. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. Lovely, now then. Lookman. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Balde. And here's Rafinha. Lookman. Barrios. That's an imaginative pass. Pau Kubasi attempts a clearance. Looking for a decent ball in. Pablo Barrios gets a cross in. Tries to get it clear. Llorente. Koke. Alvarez. Griezmann. And it's Barrios. And the shot!
Well, that is rather wayward. I can't quite believe he's missed that detail.
Koundé. De Jong. Vermi. Koundé. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Oh, good spread. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Griezmann. Rafinha. Pedri. Lopez. Rafinha. Lewandowski. Pedri! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Well, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Le normal. Barrios. Jimenez. Out to the left it goes. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Dina. Jimenez. Koke. Llorente, forwards and with intent. Balde. Eric Garcia. Pedri. De Jong. Kubasi. Throw it. It's run loose here. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Koundé. That's really well manoeuvred. De Jong. Paul Kubasi shifted upfield. And it's Balde. De Jong. Out towards the flank. And here's Rafinha. There are a few waiting for it. Cross from Rafinha. Kubasi can get it clear. And here's Alvarez. Lookman. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Dina. Alvarez. Alvarez! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And it's been played through. Koundé. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work. And it ought to pay off for them as well.
Pedri. Yamal. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Lopez. Fermin. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Llorente. Barrios. Le Normand, nicely aimed pass. Griezmann. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Balde. Great defending, strong and determined. Llorente. Lobbed in behind. Will played through for the wide man. Llorente crossed into the box. Yamal. And it's Pedri. De Jong. He's on it, can he get away? Yamal, real chance! Gets it away. Now it's Rafinha. Fermin! Llorente. Baina. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal, now he's off and running. And it's Lopez. Pedri. Fermin. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And it's played forward. Barrios. Lenormand. It's a sharp pass. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. De Jong. And he's fouled him there. Barrios gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Oh, I thought the starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And it's Llorente. And here's Baina. Koundé, Yamal, Pablo Barrios, tries a measured ball, Eric Garcia gets it clear, Pablo Barrios, well now here's a good battle, Pablo Barrios! Oh, it's come loose. Pedri. Pedri, aim forwards. Now it's Yamal. This interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Baina. Jimenez, gently done. Lewandowski knocks it out wide. Koke. Lenormand. Koke. Lenormand. Barrios. Koke. Moved on forwards. Eric Garcia. Balde. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's neat. A chance to play it in. Oh, nice touch. Lopez. And he's got his cross in. Clear away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Koke shifted upfield. Pedri. Kubasi. Oh, can he get onto this? Barrios. The normal. Koke. The normal. That's really well manoeuvred. Lookman. He is just caressing the ball. Alvarez! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Over to the left. Rafinha. And it's Balde. Baina gets across to intercept that. Balde. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Barrios looks to get on the end of this. That is lovely. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And here's Alvarez. Chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. What are you thinking about the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Lenormand forwards and with intent. Jimenez. It's a lovely neat pass. And it's Barrios. And here's Griezmann. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Pedri. Rafinha chasing after it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Baina. Koke. Koke shifted upfield. Kubasi getting this one clear. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Griezmann. Pablo Barrios looking to get on the end of this. Yamal. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. And here's Lewandowski. Fermin played out to the left flank. Plenty waiting in the middle. Pedri. Oh, good take in a good area. Yamal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Balde, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's there to get it away. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Fermin. Yamal. And it's Lopez. Quarter of an hour played. Balde. Pedri.
Fermin really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Alvarez. Out to the right. Ball is over the line. Lookman. The normal. Tries to think it through. Tries to get it clear. It's going for a throw-in. Time to deliver. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Pedri. How Kubasi aim forwards. Yamal played with finesse. Jimenez is there and he can get that clear. And here's Lopez. Rafinha! Oh, just like a decent finish. Baina. Alvarez. Baina. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Balde. De Jong. And it's Lopez. Yamal. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that has been cleared. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Balde. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha chips it through. Baina. Alvarez. Lookman. Llorente. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Rafinha. Balde. De Jong. Lopez. Oh, great Fermin! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And reclaimed it in a trice. That has been cut short. Pedri, gently done. Lopez. Lovely bit of skill. Griezmann. Can he spark a counter here? It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Eric Garcia getting this one clear. Lookman! Oh, sweet feet. And here's Alvarez. And the keeper has it. He came in hard, very hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. All Black sends that a long way. De Jong. And it's Lopez. Fermin. It's Lewandowski! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Baina. Barrios. Koke. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yamal. De Jong. Pedri. Balde. Pedri. Gets the shot away! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Normal. Barrios. Koke. Moved on forwards. Balde cuts it out. Koundé. Fermin. Kubasu. De Jong. Barcelona to retain the ball, but seemingly in no rush to break forward. And he cuts out the supply. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. All Black, on ball by the goalkeeper. Alvarez looking for a runner. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yamal looks to the other side. Pedri, and it's Lopez. And here's Lewandowski! Balde goes on a charge down the left. That has been knocked clear. Oh, it's come loose. That's tidy. De Jong. Koundé. Cleared away. That's the throw. Balde. De Jong. Yamal. And here's... It's Lewandowski! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a little off target. Lookman is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Referee's given a throw. Lookman. Barrios. And it's Griezmann. Oh, easy pickings there. Pau Kubasi, and the keeper's got it again. Keeper's got good distance on that. Griezmann. Koke spread out to the left. Yamal does really well to win the ball there. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Griezmann. That has found him in acres of space. Balde clears it away. Yamal. Rafinha. Balde. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Eric Garcia chooses to go cross-field. Llorente. Lookman. Now it's Baina. He's got away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Firmly met. Played it again. It's a throw. Tries to get it clear. Well, they could break here. Now it's Yamal. The normal. And it's Griezmann. And here's Griezmann. And that is not finding anyone. Cross goes in there. That's an excellent interception. Fera. Le Normand, forwards and with intent. And that's a throw. Pedri. Alde shifted upfield. Rafinha. De Jong. Yamal. Danger averted for now. This interception, his positioning was spot on. He can get that clear. And it's made its way to him. Looking for a decent ball in. And here's... shot a goal! It's a loose ball. Barrios. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Bina. Lookman. Played in by Lookman. Bina. Alvarez. He's got to be shapes to shoot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. And it's played forward.
Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save!
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Good run down the left. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. And that's too far for anyone. Llorente. Jimenez. Barrios. The Normand. Quality ball. Calmly anticipates. Valde. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Pedri. Yamal, head over towards the opposite flank. De Jong. And it's Lopez. Balde. Pedri. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Fermin. Koundé, aim forwards. And here's Lewandowski, and he goes for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barrios. Yamal. Pedri. And it's Lopez. Well-timed, excellent interception. Kubasi makes the interception. Llorente. Baina. Llorente. Koke. Lenormand. Pablo Barrios, gently down. Llorente. Pedri, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's been slipped through. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Valde. Now the ball in. Pablo Barrios gets it away. Pedri. Rafinha. That was very necessary. Over to the left. And here's Lopez. And here's Rafinha. Now then, the ball's come loose. Griezmann. Lookman. The ball is loose and the chase is on. De Jong. Koundé moved on forwards. Searching pass he's played there. Kubasi. De Jong. And it's played forward. Llorente gets across to intercept that. Lookman looking understandably energised after his goal. Llorente. Lookman. Played into space out wide. Tries a shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves any favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Fermin. Koundé. Yamal. Pedri. Yamal. De Jong. Rafinha laid out to the left flank. Didn't quite beat it right. Llorente is there and he can get that clear. Pablo Barrios forwards and with intent. Barrios. Alvarez looking to get on the end of this. Eric Garcia. Koundé. Fermi. Kubasi. Quick ball upfield. Cuts out the pass. Lookman. And he's running through. And a chance! Balde. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Oh, Red, nice interception. Normal. Baina. Koke. Barrios. Baina. Jimenez. Koke. Jimenez. Jimenez shifted upfield, and it's Barrios. That has been knocked clear. Ah, such a clever touch. And the ball's come loose here. Alvarez. Alvarez! And that is a truly outstanding save. Normal. Griezmann. And here's Alvarez. Pablo Barrios wins the duel this time.
Alvarez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oblak sends that a long way. Over to the left. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Griezmann with the cross. Lopez. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Rafinha. Rafinha! That is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
De Jong. Al Kubasi played it long. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal! Barrios. Aim forwards. Balde gets over and intercepts. De Jong shifted upfield. Yamal. Now here's the... Oh, smashing header! Final touch was poor. Moved on forwards. Lookman. Llorente. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De Jong. Pedri, and it goes cross-field. Lopez. Now that's well seen too. Ooh, can he get onto this? Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Jong. Kubasi. Yamal. Pedri. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. That's a throw. Barrios, Jimenez, Baina, Jimenez, Barrios, was coming up to the 30-minute mark. Barrios, that's been drilled forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fermin, Koundé, Yamal, played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Lookman. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. That's been won straight back. Lookman. Now it's Alvarez. And here's Griezmann. Played out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's Griezmann. Barrios. And here's Baina. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. De Jong. De Jong forwards and with intent. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha looking to run onto it. Baina. Llorente goes forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Played towards the other side. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Pedri. And that has sent him sprawling. Tries to get it clear. And that's put paid to a promising move. Balde, gently done. Rafinha. Great defending, strong and determined. All black, one ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal battling down that right flank. Llorente tries to clear. Alvarez. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann. Now who's going to be first to this? Barrios. Rafinha. Pedri. Balde. Played out to the right. Yamal chasing after it. Griezmann. Eric Garcia gets across to intercept that. And it's Lopez. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Lewandowski, it's a delicate pass. Barrios. Koke. And it's played forward. Fermin. De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. That's really well manoeuvred. Fermin. Rafinha. Spread out to the left. Big chance! It's anyone's ball now. And it's hoisted clear. It'll be a throw-in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Baina. Lookman. Baina. Koke. Barrios. And here's Griezmann. De Jong. Balde. And it's played forward. Rafinha. Fermin. Moved on forwards. Oh, that's nice. Yamal. Griezmann. Alvarez. And it's Koke. Lookman. Koke. Fermin. So what can they make of this? Oh, super find. Rafinha. Jimenez does really well to win the ball there. Baina. Aim forwards. Barrios. Ambitious ball here. And back to the goalkeeper. Balde. Koke wins the duel this time. Fermin. Caresses it through. Jimenez can get it clear. Griezmann gently done. De Jong, out to the left it goes. Llorente cuts out the pass. Kubasi. Over to the left. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Looking here to chip it through. Lookman looking to get on the end of this. Lookman looking sharp there. De Jong. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. Jimenez. Moved on forwards. Decent progress down the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Baina. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Defending, but that'll do. Pablo Barrios. Baina. And here's Llorente. Gets his head on it! Taken with style. Just cruising. They are cruising. Delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehand behind that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Yamal. Nice control. And he's there to clear it. It's going to go a long way. Jimenez. Koke. Jimenez shifted upfield. Lookman played out towards the right wing. Lookman. Alvarez. Baina. Lookman. Lovely feet. Now it's Llorente. Baina. Koke. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Tries to get it clear. Koke. Pedri. And he welcomes it in. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
De Jong. And it's Bina. Koke. Bina. Fermin. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Pass just lacking in accuracy. The normal. Barrios, and it's played forward. Good ball, good take. Alvarez, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Fermin. Eric Garcia. And here's Lewandowski. No, Fermin! No, it's right.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Barrios. The normal. Barrios. And it's Lopez. Back into the middle. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Bina. Alvarez. The normal. Pedri. Kubasi. De Jong. Balde. Balde, played over towards the opposite flank. De Jong. Pedri. Bina. Chance here to counter. Lookman, laid out to the left flank. Plays it across. Cleared without complication. Llorente. Lookman. And it's Bina. And here's Alvarez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lookman. Koke. Played out to the right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Griezmann. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Lopez tries a bullish header! Oh, that is a great stop! Oh, denied at the last.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
pretty, but it gets the job done. Pedri. That's very neat. So who's he picking out? Now it's Yamal. Yamal! That's just wide.
Just wondering what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Barrios. Lenormand driven forward. Balde. Rafinha. Llorente does really well to win the ball there. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Eric Garcia. Balde. That's really well manoeuvred. De Jong. And it's Pedri. Yamal. Vermeer. Clipped into space. He thumps it clear.